It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Packers and the Silver and Black under the lights on Sunday night.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's year 4 of this wonderful building now, and it's going to host the Super Bowl come February. Fans of the Silver and Black certainly hoping their guys will be a part of it. But this is a franchise that hasn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season.
But they should be firmly focused on getting back to the playoffs. They have the team that can do that. Defensively, they get after the quarterback. Great pass rush, and now they have a new leader at quarterback, and they expect to put some points on the board.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, one era ends, another begins. This is a team that finished 8-9 last year, missed out on the playoffs at the very end. What needs to happen for the green and gold to be playoff bound once more?
Everyone's focusing on how they're starting over on the offensive side of the ball. But to me, they have an accumulation of talent on defense that needs to play like a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 11. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, catch made by Driver. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep. That's when you're in big trouble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Green. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Rodgers now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Rodgers. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 2nd down now. It's Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, That really opens things up for you.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now a give, it's Jackson. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Green brings it in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down. It's Green. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On play action, now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Green, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's pulled in by Brooks. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On play action, it's Rodgers. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Green. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass, ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. Right side, driver with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Rice. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go, fellas. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Get ready.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half.
Welcome everyone.
One team showed up, ready to go.
Number 3.
The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Partner's not just a little slot receivers, get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator armed. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, here comes Jackson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run again with Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Here's a throw to, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught by Rice. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On the draw, it's Jackson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is brought in by Casper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
That's caught by Jackson. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Here's Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Second down and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, it's Green. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Short. And down inside the 15 he goes. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Rodgers to throw. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now Rodgers. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Raiders now down by 5, 65 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go, y'all. Let's do our thing. Let's do it. Let's go do this thing. Okay, ready?
Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jackson with a catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw.
finding Allen. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now we got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here's 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Here's 2nd down.
One final try now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense.